the way across the country, and now I moved back all the way across the country. So in the last 2 years, I have moved a total of 3 times, 2 of those being very, very large and more difficult moves. And some things are easier to carry than others, one of those being yarn. Today and this week, I am just picking up where I had left off, which is crocheting. I've gone on and off with crocheting for years, but it has been the hobby that has stuck with me the most for whatever reason. Before my move, I learned so much from my first one that I decided I wanted to travel with a lot less. So I gave away all of my fall decor to my sister-in-law. I decided that I have enough yarn to make all the pumpkins that I gave away, and to make more things. I love the idea of like creating my own kind of fall collection where I'm the designer of all of my pieces and it gets to live in a space, even if it's just mine, is so much more fun and so much more fulfilling than going to the store and like just buying a bunch of random things, even though that can be fun. But I think it's also fun to make your own knickknacks. I'm planning on crocheting a few things. I don't know if I'll get them all done, but I know that I want to crochet a mushroom, maybe a pumpkin or 3, and a pot holder. I don't even know if I will finish all of these in a week. I have a lot of unfinished projects that I can just spend the day actually finishing, and it'll look like I did a whole lot when I really didn't. It was all past me. We will see by the end of the week what I actually end up finishing. Anyways, I hope that this video inspires you to spend some time with yourself and give some energy to the things that really light you up. I find that hobbies really do that for me and for others, and if you're like me and you tend to go on and off with them and it feels really hard to get started, I just started with 15 minutes, and really nothing bad is gonna happen. Nothing can go wrong in 15 minutes. And shifting my mindset to making it about the process and not about the end product or the outcome. I've messed up crochet projects tons of time. At the very end, I've had to undo the entire thing. And if I make it about that, I would be so devastated, and I would probably never do a hobby that brought me so much joy again. So at least that is what has helped me when it comes to restarting a hobby or just getting started on one. But anyways, go ahead and grab a drink or your favorite yarn or a coloring book or whatever it is that you have, and we can get started on our hobbies together. So right next to my desk, I have this shelf, and this is where I keep all of my yarn, obviously. This is my smaller like cotton yarns, and then I have my chunkier ones here. So this is the one I'm going to use today. That's Apollo. The one I'm going to be using today is this one, and you can already see that I started on a project here, which is supposed to be a pumpkin. As I was doing it, I just felt like I really wasn't into it, and now I'm going to undo the entire thing and make a mushroom instead. So I realized that I have a very love-hate relationship when it comes to crocheting this mushroom. It gave me flashbacks to when I first started this project, and I thought it was going to be like such a fun and cozy session. It was actually super stressful. I had to look up so many things trying to remember how to crochet in like an amigurumi style, because it has been such a long time since I've done like increases and stuff. But I got to a stopping point somewhere, and I was at least happy that I had practiced this again so that I can move on to something else. I went to Hobby Lobby to pick up some more yarn because I realized I didn't have a color for the stem of the mushroom, and I just wanted something, you know, white but not white, like off-white. And then I started contemplating if I had messed up my entire project and if I should start over again with comparing all the colors. And then I went to my favorite section, the baskets. I don't know what it is, but this year I am very much in my basket era. If it can fit in a basket, I'm gonna get a basket. I saw so many cute ones, like the small one, and other ones that had like such a good price, but I just had no idea what to do with it, and I didn't want to take something home without having an intention behind it. But I did take this shelf home 100%. Hi, hello friends. It's another day. I don't know where we are in this week. I just thought that today would be a great day to actually finish some of my projects because I did not get as far as I wanted to, but that's okay. I really want to finish 2 pumpkins, maybe this mushroom. I also really want to play Stardew Valley. It honestly does a lot for my mental health. I don't know what it is. You know, even though I'm feeling tired, I know that my hobbies make me feel so good. I'm going to get into a cozy outfit. I'm going to make some tea. I just got this new like apple spice tea. Cozy afternoon, finishing projects, and moving on with them. Smells so good. I hope it tastes just as good. It like smells like fall. Oh yeah. This is the shelf I got from Hobby Lobby, and so far the vision is like coming together. I thought about making it just like a vignette, and I would just swap out different crochet projects I made each season. So since fall's coming up, I was like, oh, I'll fill it up with like a bunch of pumpkins. So that's why I made these 2, and I just love how it sits on our coffee bar right here. But I want to take these 2 out because they looked so good in my hobby room, and that's where they originally were. I'm gonna swap them for these, but I think I have to make a few more pumpkins to fill it up. This is my shelf. I don't think it's by any means perfect when it comes to styling, but I think it's still really cute, and I love how it still shows my hobbies. And I thought about just styling like the whole shelf from top to bottom, but I think for my lifestyle it makes so much more sense to actually just have my hobbies out because it's easy to reach for them and I want to see them because they bring me so much joy. So if you are trying to style your room and you have hobbies and you want things to look a little bit more organized or cozy, I really suggest getting like baskets like these just to put things in them. I find that that has helped a lot. I'm so happy that I finally finished crocheting those pumpkins because I felt like I could not move on to my next hobby until I did, which normally I don't do. I just like start a project and then move on to the next, which is kind of what I ended up doing anyways. I started with a mushroom project. I never finished. I just did the top and then I felt like moving on to something else. I'm gonna switch it up and like do something different. But I will say that even though I felt so sick of crocheting yesterday, I already feel like starting a new project. We'll see what ends up happening, but I might do some gaming. I'm probably gonna go to the gym and then I might start my next project. I only played a little bit today because I started getting like angsty and I really want to get in some movement. So I'm gonna go ahead and like change and get dressed and go to the gym. And then maybe later today or tomorrow, I'll probably start my next crochet project, but we will see. A spontaneous invite to go and play pickleball, 2 hours, and then getting boba, and then coming home somewhere around midnight. Life in my 30s looks really different from life in my early 20s. Anyways, today I'm going to a pottery studio to just do some painting. My sister works there, so I'm gonna be seeing her. I thought it'd be really fun and cute to do a little craft for her. So I'm going to be making another pumpkin, just a mini one. And I saw these teeny tiny baskets at Hobby Lobby. I just thought that they were so cute and the perfect size to fit in a mini pumpkin. Ever since I saw that basket, I've had that thought in my head because I would just put, you know, a crochet thing in there and then like give it as a gift to a friend. I'm gonna use this paper to make like an origami envelope or like some kind of envelope to put that tea I got in like the envelope for her and just make it like a cute little gift. I'm gonna give her a little pumpkin, a little apple cinnamon spice tea in a cute little basket. It's such an easy gift, anybody can do it, and I think gift giving in the fall is like the best. I swear this is the last pumpkin you will see in this vlog. I don't know about future vlogs, but at least in this one, this will be the last one. For whatever reason, I just felt like crocheting a lot of pumpkins. I know I originally started with a mushroom. I have no idea what happened to that one. I just didn't feel joy around making it anymore, so I felt like moving on. And now I kind of regret taking it apart because now I want to take it apart again and just make that one a pumpkin. But the best thing about yarn is that you can do that. You can just keep making a project and then undo the full thing and then just use the yarn again. So the reason I decided to make an envelope to hold the tea is, well, one, it's cute. The main reason I did this though was because the tea bag that I have doesn't come with its own wrapper. So it's just like a free-flowing tea bag. I also didn't want to take it apart and like make it a loose leaf tea thing because I know my sister doesn't have the teapot to actually do that. So I decided that the easiest thing I could do was make an origami envelope with the scrapbook paper that I already had. And yeah, I think it's super cute. And if that's something you want to try, they also just sell like the single sheets at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, so you can always grab one of those, or you can actually use real origami paper. It's probably easier to work with, but honestly, whatever you have, even if it's just plain paper and you put a few stickers on it, it's all about the thought, it's all about the intention. And I am sad though, because I really did want to put this in the basket that I envisioned for this little project, this little craft, but it didn't end up happening because I was running late and I didn't have time to stop by the store. And I had booked like a time slot, so I didn't want to run too late for it. But when I got there were so many options. I spent like 15 minutes just going back and forth, up and down, trying to figure out what to pick. But I decided on painting a cup because I'm super basic, and if it turned out bad, at least I could use it and it wouldn't be like an eyesore in my home. But the best part is that I actually didn't even have to finish it all there. So we wrapped it up, and I'll be coming back next week just for like some me time to finish painting my cup. It was a really chill vibe. I had a great time, and I'll probably do it again. Do you got fear your fire? Do you got... Alright, so that is everything for this week's vlog. Thank you guys so much for spending some time in my space. I'm so happy we were able to do this together. Let me know what projects you're working on or what it is that you're excited to start. I hope that this video gave you some inspiration or even just a permission slip to start your hobbies for yourself and make it a time to just reconnect with you. And I do have some other videos planned for this fall, so if you want to follow along the journey, I would really appreciate you subscribing or just leave a comment letting me know what it is that you're working on, what it is that you enjoyed about this video, or what it is that you want to see more of. So other than that, thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video.